fixing to farm.
Well, howdy, it's a rainy old day up here on the farm, and we're getting things going, but just can't do a whole lot outside right now. And so I thought maybe this is a chance to give you a little bit of an update of what's going on. So those folks been asking for one. Here you go, you got your update. So first of all, we got the pad all compacted and ready. Big dump truck come in, dump a load, and then he'd leave and go get another load. And while he was gone, a fella would come up and he would start smoothing it out. And then after that, another fella would go on and he would compact it all down with a big heavy machine. And about the time he had it all compacted, the next truckload would show up, and they'd dump it and do the same process over and over again for 28 loads. Finally got it done, and pretty pleased with the way it turned out. It looked really good. Anybody that had to dig in it, including me, said, man, this is tough digging, and that's unusual in Florida. So after that, foundation guy came in, dug the forms, and we went in and dug the plumbing underneath the slab. You can see it poking out there, and got that all set up and passed inspection and all that. Then they would covered it up. They sprayed it with something, covered it up, and then they put down the rebar around in the footers and all that kind of thing. And then early in the morning, the cement trucks started showing up. They started dumping in the concrete, and a couple of hard-working gentlemen went out there and they got it all smoothed out. And then they used this vibrator thing, vibrated the thing on a big long stick, and got it all smooth and looking pretty. And then this other fella come along and he had a big whirlybird thing, and he went over that thing like a fan. Then the next thing you know, we had the logs showing up, and you'll see me here. I'm out there looking at them, going, "Yep, them's logs." That's what I was thinking. So I had to get them off. That's the dovetails, by the way, and had to rent this big old machine to pull them off of the truck, and because each of those weighed like 5,000 pounds. And so then we stacked them up ready to go, and then the fella started laying them down a few days later. And you can see that, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but that bottom row is all bolted down and snugged up to the concrete with the plate there. And while they were doing that, I was literally sawing logs. That's all I was doing, sawing logs. I was down on my little sawmill and cutting up logs that I'm going to be using for the countertops and for some of the wall stuff. And so this is a cherry log here, cutting it up, and it'll switch over here in a second and you'll see what it looks like. Get a little better look at how pretty that wood is, and it's pretty. It's pretty. So there you go. That's cherry. That's the started with a log, made it square, and then cut it into 1.5-inch boards that I can use for countertops. So that's where we're at. We're just kind of waiting now for the rain to stop. You got anything to say, Gloria?
No.
Wow. Would you ever stop talking? What's the deal?